Welcome to day 20. We have 1 day left of our Stacking Balance Challenge. I am so freaking proud of you for being here, being with your accountability pod, keeping each other accountable. This is why you're now part of the only 5% who does the things. I'm so proud of you. Okay, our 20th micro shift for lasting results. Today's micro shift is about finally tackling one thing that's been quietly, or maybe not so quietly, nagging at you. If you know what I'm talking about, it's like the pile of bills that you keep meaning to go through, or maybe it's the dishes that are currently sitting in the sink, or it's the Amazon returns that you keep saying you're going to take care of, but you haven't. We all have those little unfinished tasks, and they sit in the back of our minds. They just take up a lot of space and a lot of energy, and they steal energy every time that we think about them or have to look at them or are reminded that we still haven't done it. And it makes us feel bad about ourselves, right? Like these really negative thoughts will come through that aren't true. They're not our reality. Well, today we are done thinking about them. We are handling them. So here's the magic. If you actually timed how long that nagging task takes, you'd realize it's way faster than you think. But the amount of time that has been given to feeling bad about it is exponentially larger than the amount of time it would take to just handle it, to just be done. Psychologists have a term for this, and essentially it's when our brain is obsessing over unfinished tasks far more than the completed ones. So you might do a bunch of great things. I mean, hello, you're on day 20. You have done 20 days of great things. And yet there might be something that has just been taking a lot of your attention, a lot of your energy. We are tackling that today because the good news is even just starting the task reduces the mental weight of it. So even if you don't finish, if you just start, it already becomes lighter. So what are you going to do? You're going to set a timer for 15 minutes and you're going to go all in on one thing that's been bugging you. So number one, choose one task. It doesn't matter what it is, as long as it's something that you keep putting off. Number two, set your 15-minute timer because knowing there's an endpoint really does make it easier to start. Number three, go all in until the timer stops. No distractions, no checking your phone, just pure action. This is definitely one of those times, put your phone in a drawer, right? So I do this all the time with my family. And one example I'll give where it's not necessarily a nagging thing, but one example is we do these 15-minute resets. Well, actually it is nagging because if I look around the house and it's looking kind of messy, right? Maybe blankets are all over the couch, they haven't put away. There's some plates left on the coffee table. There's some dishes in the sink that haven't been put into the dishwasher. There's some clutter on the island, right? There's these different things and it nags me. It really does bother me. Like I can feel the weight when there's just stuff that is not where it should be. So I call a 15-minute reset. Everybody knows what I mean. Everybody knows what I'm talking about. I set a timer for 15 minutes and I literally yell reset. And everyone jumps into action. So if all 5 of us are home, that's an hour and 15 minutes of tidying that's done in just 15 real-time minutes. That's amazing, right? And even if I'm doing it alone, I always feel so much better when that one annoying thing is off my plate. I mean, I can do some pretty impressive straightening up in 15 minutes where it's like the family room is reset, the island is reset, like things just feel better. So I use this strategy as these 15-minute resets to just tidy back up the main areas of our house all the time, several days a week. And this is why it works so well. It stops those nagging mental loops. Your brain it stops stressing over the unfinished tasks once the action is taken, right? It builds momentum. So once you start, you're more likely to keep going. So maybe the task you're thinking about, there's no way to get it done in 15 minutes. That's okay. It's still going to build momentum and it tricks your brain into starting. So knowing you only have to commit to these 15 minutes, it removes so much of the resistance so that you're able to get some traction. And then we're firing off those really great areas of our brain where now that traction turns into willpower, turns into more action. I mean, it's just permission to get it done. So this is your moment. No more pushing it off. Grab whatever it is, maybe the pile of bills, go to whatever the area is. If, maybe it's the kitchen counters, or go sit down at your computer if it's your inbox, whatever it is. Set your timer for 15 minutes, give full focus, and go. And when that timer's up, you're free. That's your 20-day challenge. Text your accountability pod. Tell them what task you tackled today. Bonus points if you take before and after photos. And I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow is going to be extra good. Now, I want to just say, if you've been loving this, and I hope you have, and you're getting kind of sad because you're like, wait, I don't want it to end. I'm feeling so much momentum. I don't want to lose that. I thought of that. I am the same way. I feel this a lot in like workout programs, right? Where it's a certain amount of days and I start getting to the end and I start getting sad because I'm like, no, it's working. I've been like doing it. I don't want it to end. Knowing that about myself, assuming that maybe you're a little like me and you feel that way too, I have something extra special for you tomorrow to keep this going. And it's going to create a personalized, tailored plan. It's going to be so good. So I will see you back here for day 21. I'm so proud of you. All right. Go to that area, set the timer. I'll see you tomorrow.